Oh shit. We back at it again. We gotta do it again. We gotta do a little finger pointing. Had a little inconsistency. By little, I mean fucking major inconsistency of the right wing by and large. But I want to say something real quick. If you are watching this and you happen to be right leaning, right wing, even maybe subscribe to this channel, um, odds are this video is not really about you, because those people who tend to watch, no, not watch, but subscribe to me, or sometimes get the the rare exceptions I come across the video. Well, I don't do things like that. Odds are I'm not really talking about you. I'm talking about like the right wing community in general, the conservatives community in general. Seem to have this consensus that and all of a sudden the riots are a bad thing and riots are terrible, and I agree riots are terrible and they are destructive, and I don't like them happening, but then again I don't like the fucking reason why they're, the spark that lit the whole haystack ablaze. The George Floyd being killed like that by the fucking cop with the fucking knee on his neck for how, like 18 minutes, some shit like that. Like, there was no need for that. The guy was using like a position that was actually not allowed by the department. But then again, when do cops follow their own rules? And if they don't follow their own rules, when do they really get in trouble? You know, maybe when something major like this happens, all of a sudden people, also, we gotta do something about it because people are rioting. We gotta calm them down somehow. Now we gotta do something. Now we gotta hold the cops to account. And usually they end up getting a slap on the wrist, like Floyd. Floyd being killed like that is just the thing that set this off. And now we got that fucking officer Derek. He got off the bat charged with a lesser degree. He should have been murder one. That was fucking just him. He knew what he was doing, and instead he got a charge of third degree murder, which is already the system trying to soften his punishment if he gets any. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. So 1 minute, the riots that are going on, I feel that are definitely, I wouldn't say they're full blown justified, but I understand the reason why people do it. But then again, you have some opportunists who come in and take advantage of the situation, and they loot stores, and they really don't care about the cause. And a lot of people who do care about the cause try to stay peaceful. But at the same time, we got these people on the right, mostly, who say, "Oh my God, this is horrible. These people are breaking the law. It shouldn't be rioting. No, no, no." But just a few back in 2019, well, and when the Hong Kong riots were going on, and people were burning shit and breaking buildings, setting buildings on fire, causing massive property damage, well, that was a different story. And all of a sudden, all the Trump, I think Trump praised it. Right wingers in general, the maggots, they praised it, and like, oh yes, yes, freedom, freedom, freedom from an oppressive government. But for some reason, a police force that allows for the killing of unarmed people, particularly unarmed black folks, that doesn't seem like a really oppression to them, because it ain't really happening to them by and large. So I guess I don't see that as the same as government oppression. I've had conversations back and forth with people on the right who don't seem to understand that this is basically the same fucking thing. It's government oppression with the government officials, and cops are basically government officials. They work for the state, and they're not really being held to account. Or if they're being held to account, it's because the riots happen. You got to do it. So it's just really ridiculous. It's absolute hypocrisy. Now, don't get me wrong. There's shit on the left too. Everybody can do finger pointing back and forth. But here's the thing: people on the left don't, teach this absolute adherence to obey the state, or to obey cops, or to obey law and order, obey law and order. We don't get up on a high horse and say you must always follow the law. No, it's the people on the right and the conservative right that mostly do that shit. Unless it comes to having to wear masks, especially on private property. Now all of a sudden, private property rights are you're transgressing against my freedoms. Like, dude, people on the right complain constantly that private property rights should not be infringed whatsoever, but until it gets in the way of their little conservative little hissy fits. So I thought I'd make a little fun little video here. Just pointing out the hypocrisy again from the right, or most of the right. And let me know what you think down below. And it's just, I hope these riots, they lead to something better, better outcomes. But I somehow doubt it. I think it's going to die down. Like every other fucking riot that happened, shit sort of gets maybe get better for a while, then goes back to where it was until we get some real systemic change to really keep things from getting this bad ever again. But anywho, like I said, let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you around.